Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing a talk through video for the look I wore in my Star Trek collection video. I had requests for a couple tutorials lately and I asked on Snapchat which one you wanted to see first. You guys requested this one, so we're doing that today in a talk through style. I already did my brows using the new Benefit products that you've seen me use before. I just wanted to speed through that quickly. And then I also primed my eyelids using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. And then on my lips, I have the Grand Lips Hydrating Lip Plumper just to plump up my lips and get them ready for my lip application later on. Wanted to skip through those boring steps first, go straight to our eyes we're going to work on. Starting out with the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I just recently picked this up when Tarte was having a 30% off sale. And then coincidentally, Tarte actually sent me a huge package I was not expecting. And they sent me the Tartelette in Bloom palette. So now I have an extra one. If you guys want to win this palette, just leave a comment down below, be a subscriber of my channel. You're automatically entered into this giveaway. So good luck. I'll have all the details down below. But figured I have an extra, give it away to you guys. I hope you enjoy it as much as me because I really do love it. The first shade I'm going to use is called Sweetheart. And I'm using a Luxie 205 brush. This is one of my favorite shades in the palette. It's really nice and rosy and perfect for a transition, especially for this look. Just going to put that in my crease in windshield wiper motions, and then I'm also going to swirl it as well to blend it out. Find these colors really blendable. That's just one application of color. You can build it up more if you want. We'll see what I choose to do today. Just want to light wash something in the crease to transition. The focus is mainly the lid shade, so it's just to lay down some color. On the same brush, we're going to take Rebel. And we're just going to place this in the outer corner. We'll be going back with some colors to deepen up this look after. The focus is mainly the lid shade, as I said. That's the base for our look, and then we're going in with the lid shade, which is the star of the show. This is from the new Star Trek collection from MAC. It's called To Boldly Go. You do have to pack this color on. You can wet your brush if you want, which I'll probably do after, but just want to show you how it looks dry first. So I'm using a MAC 242 to pack this on the lid. There goes my voice. That's how one layer looks. I'm going to take a little bit of Fix Plus on that same brush, and I'm going to wet it and then just pat it over top. I don't like going into the eyeshadow because I feel like sometimes water can ruin it. Even if it says it's made for being wet, I just find it still gives a kind of film to the eyeshadow that I don't like. So this is kind of how I work the product. Saves you from potentially ruining an eyeshadow. And I'm just going to go back to that same palette, take a bit of Sweetheart again, and I'm going to deepen up the crease. I want a little bit darker. This is my touch-up phase. I like going back and just perfecting everything, making sure everything's blended to my desired intensity. If you only have this palette right here, you can use the shade Firecracker. It's gonna give you the similar effect, but I do really like that MAC shade, but you don't need it. Totally just use this palette if you're recreating this look. And then a little bit of Rebel, that color we used in the outer corner, just to deepen things up. I'm liking how that's looking. I need a small brush. Perfect. This is a Luxie 231 small tapered blending, and I'm going to take the shade Leader in that same row, tap that off, and then we're just going to deep it up ever so slightly in that outer corner. Very light pressure. Just let the brush do the work. If you press too hard, I find it's harder to blend, so just go very lightly. So one thing I don't talk about is the pressure you use on a brush. I think that was my biggest mistake in the beginning when I was doing makeup. I was adding too much pressure with my hand and just blending like aggressively with my eye. So just go very light. The lighter the better. I'm starting a basic series where I'm going in depth on a lot of things. So I want to know, do you want a basic eyeshadow application, eyeliner, foundation? What do you want to know more about? I'd love to know, and I'll do that first. So let me know in the comment section below. That could be, I guess, your giveaway entry comment if you care to add that as well. Maybe I shouldn't be asking in a giveaway video because I won't be able to see, but if you do, just let me know. Tweet me, snap me. So I'm loving how this is looking. They blend so well. For mascara, I'm using the Smashbox X-Rated. I've been really liking this mascara. You can build this mascara up even after it's dry if you want to go in later in the day if you want more drama, and it's not going to get all weird on you. That's what I really like about this mascara. I'm using up this sample size first, but I do have a full size. I find samples sometimes are even better though. For lashes, I'm going to be using my IIKONN Drunken Love. These are one of my favorite styles from IIKONN with my Revlon lash glue. These have been well loved, so they're already cut to fit my eye. Just going to clean up my under eye area quickly. I feel this isn't working. I'm gonna have to clean up my eyes after. This is drying down too fast. Thought those things would actually work to clean up my under eye, but they did not. Okay, I'm gonna go back to clean up my under eye area because I still see glitter. I'm gonna use my Marcelle Instant Eye Makeup Remover pads. I love these things. These won't let me down. I'm just gonna take one of them. Yeah, that's all I needed. It's crazy. We're gonna finish off the eyes after. I'm going to go have a drink. That wasn't what I intended on saying. I'm going to prime my face. I'm using the Guerlain Radiance Concentrate with Pure Gold as my primer. This was just a little deluxe sample size. I wanted to try this. It's supposed to firm your skin a bit too. I wanted to try before I buy because this was one of those products that was on my VIB wish list come November. But it's quite pricey, so I wanted to make sure I liked it before I even got the discount on it. Still testing it out. I've used it probably my 5th time using it. We will see. And then for any problem areas that I have with larger pores, I'm going to use my Dr. Brandt Pores No More. This also helps control oil if you're oily. I think I need to open a new one of these. And just dab it in to where I have problem areas. My nose, beside my nose, and in between my brows. In between my brows is getting really bad. And a little on my chin, because that gets oily. Surprisingly, I'm dry. For my foundation today, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Golden. I have quite a bit of tan on, so this isn't going to match my face. It's going to match my neck and my body, which you can't really see. That's the shade right there, and I'm using the Face Buffer Brush from Makeup Geek. Just gonna buff this all on. I find this shade matches me perfectly when I have a really deep tan. Perfectly. And sometimes I find on camera it doesn't look as good of a match. The camera really brings out yellow tones, which I don't like, but this is a spot on match. If you could see me in person, whoops, dropping stuff. This is spot on for when I have a tan. Really get into that hairline. Get it on my hair. It's okay, my hair is going down. All over my hair. At least it's blended in. I look like a mad scientist. For concealer, I'm going to use the Marcelle Flawless Skin Fusion Concealer in light medium. I don't think I've ever used this on my channel. It has a doe foot applicator, kind of like the Urban Decay Naked Skin. It's very yellow, but I want that bright under eye. I also bring it up the sides of my nose. I like a really contoured nose lately. Then blend everything out. Did a really nice job of brightening, and I like it how it looks with this shade of foundation. Just feel like I need a little bit more in the inner corner. Say this is a medium coverage. I'm going for a full coverage look, so I really need to cover up those inner corners. For powder, I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Powder, translucent. Just recently got this. I've used it several times. The first 3 times I used it, I did not like it because I was using it to bake underneath my eyes, and this has a little bit of luminosity to it, and I feel as though it doesn't look great underneath my eyes when I bake. However, when I just apply a little bit, I find it looks nice. And I think this looks great setting the entire face. I just can't bake with this for whatever reason. I just don't think it looks good underneath my eyes. But it looks fine like this. I'm just going to use this to set the entire face. I like using a damp beauty blender with powder to press it into my skin. It makes a flawless finish. It just binds with the foundation so nicely. It makes everything look so flat and smooth. You can hear my kids having fun downstairs with their dad. They're not alone. See how flawless that makes this skin look? I just love this technique. The wet beauty blender is key. Let me know if you can bake with this powder, if you've had the same issue as me. This looks completely fine, but as I said, it looks almost dry. And it adds texture when there is no texture, when I bake with it. Otherwise, I really like it. Now we're going to bronze up the skin. I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Sheer Sun product. This is a serum bronzer. Shake it up. And I'm using a MAC 188. It's just a smaller dual fiber brush. I'm going to apply a little bit just on the back of my hand. Very runny. It's a serum. Dab that brush in. Probably shouldn't have applied powder right now. That's going to be okay. Do this before your powder. Just so you know. Luckily I didn't over powder. It blends in so smoothly, even though I powdered my face. It's okay because my skin feels still a little bit dewy from that damp beauty sponge. I'm just going to quickly powder it over top after. Definitely do this before you powder. I forgot I was going to use this product today. That's my fault. Just go quickly. Called Sheer Sun. It really is nice and sheer, so easy to blend into the skin. It was in my favorite beauty products, which would have went up before this video. You're seeing this video on Friday, and I'm actually really excited because right now, while you're watching, I'm actually going to be at the Toronto International Film Festival. I can't believe I'm going. L'Oreal invited me to go. So I'm going to be attending with them. I'll be snapping all about it. But right now, as you watch this, I'm probably like losing my mind with excitement over on Snapchat. So I'm just so excited even thinking about it and going right now. So can't wait to go. I get to go with my husband. I invited him to come with me as my +1. It's just going to be so much fun. We get to see a movie premiere and get to see all the celebrities. So I'm really excited. Now I'm just going to contour my nose. I'm going to use a little bit of 3 and 4 from the Tarte's Contour Palette with my Luxie Medium Angled Shading 207. I've been starting out a little bit wider and then bringing it in slightly. And then I have that little ball at the end of my nose, which I personally like to highlight. And then I sculpt it out a bit. I put a little bit of product underneath and then I go right along the top. So this sticks out a bit more. I just like that shape. Then I run it down the other side, same way. Today I'm using the Dior Skin Air Nude Air Luminizer. And I know Hudson Bay had 10% cash back the other day, so I scooped this up. I regretted last time I wasn't able to pick up this product, but I'm so glad I was able to get my hands on it now. I'm just going to highlight with this. It's very intense. And I'm using a Luxie 522. You can definitely put on more. I actually went fairly lightly, I think, with this product, but still looks nice. I like it. And then for blush, I used Highly Illogical for that look. This is new from MAC as well. It's one of their Trip the Light Fantastic powders. And this is just a Wet n Wild contour brush, blush brush. So I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks and drag it back. This has a nice sheen and luminosity, so it's just going to give that overall glow effect to the face. You can see the glow it gives the cheeks. It melds nicely with highlight as well, just because it has that sheen to it. And it just sits nicely on top of the skin as well. So does that Dior highlight. Now I'm just going to finish off the under eye and then we'll move on to the lips. I'm going to take that shade Sweetheart and just a 229 blending brush. Dust it underneath my eye. And then I'm going to take a 221 flat definer brush. You can use any flat definer. This just happens to be Luxie as well. I'm going to take a little bit of leader. Just put that on the outer corner. I did use the Benefit Highbrow underneath my brows, but I'm going to run this in my waterline. Then I'm going to take a little bit of the Naked Time Pressed Pigment from MAC, that new Star Trek collection, and a Morphe E36. And I did put this in my inner corner as a highlight. You can totally skip this step if you want. Then we're going to add some mascara to the lower lash line. I'm using my MAC Extended Play. My computer is going crazy. For my lower lashes, I personally always like to go in with a spoolie and roll it under to clean them up a bit. For lips, I really like how my foundation and highlight is kind of melding into this nude lip color, but you guys know how much I love like super stark nudes, but that's not what we're doing. For lip pencil, I'm using the Huda Beauty Lip Contour in Bombshell. Then for lipstick, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury. I think these are called the Hot Lips from Charlotte Tilbury. They're after iconic women. This is the Kim KW, Kim Kardashian West. Every time I hear KW, I think of Kitchener-Waterloo from where I'm from, but it's Kardashian West. And this is just a nice light nude, pink nude. And then to top it off, I'm using Set to Stun, which is a silver lip gloss, but it's actually quite sheer and it makes the color just look even more beautiful in my opinion. It's from MAC, it's new. Just makes it look super juicy and glossy. I love that shade. To finish everything off, I'm going to try out the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. Never used this before. I love that sound. Smells a bit strange. And that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It's perfect for fall if you're looking for something a little bit more dramatic on the eyes and then a nice nude lip. I'm also planning on doing something more simple on the eyes with a bold lip for fall if that's more your style, so stay tuned for that. But I hope you enjoyed this nonetheless. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. Don't forget, if you want to be entered into that giveaway, leave a comment down below and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching and all the support. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.